Man, this is insane, dude. We're here to test something, man. We're here to test if this thing is still the king, or will it be dethroned in a couple days when I get the G7 Pro. Why did I get this? Well, I needed a controller that works on Xbox, and the Cyclone 2 does not do that. So I got this instead because they just put World War II, Call of Duty World War II on the Xbox. I don't know why, but for some reason, the Xbox controller, the one that came with my Xbox Series X, it has a fat ass dead zone in the middle. How am I supposed to play with that, my guy? So that's why I got this, man. It said $45 on Amazon. I had this controller before, but I gave it back so I could get the Cyclone 2 instead. And I've been rocking with that, y'all. If y'all see my other controller videos, you know I went through a whole phase where I bought like $600 worth of controllers within like 2 weeks. So I need something. The G7 Pro isn't coming for a couple more days, and when that thing comes, I'm gonna make a video on it. Oh, because I think the G7 Pro is it. That might be the controller that dethrones them all. But it's also 80 bucks. And this thing is just about half that price. So is this worth it instead to the general consumer? We're gonna find that out right now. You know, we're no nonsense over here. We're competitive gamers, even though I'm a bit old nowadays, but you got sticker, Game Pass. All right, so what's so sweet about this controller? You know, the regular Hall effect triggers as well, I believe. And then you got two mappable buttons on the back with a self-mute switch. I'm kind of running through this because I'm pretty sure y'all know what it is. And these two things right here are locking it. So if you don't want to use them and you just want to use the controller itself, that's fine. So here's the controller. I got the white one. I think this is magnetic, so you could just peel this off, right? Yeah, I don't know if you want to paint this or get another cover, you can, but these sticks do not come out. But they are Hall effect, not TMR, which is why I'm thinking, let me just use this for now until the G7 Pro comes in, and then I'll compare the two, and I'll let y'all know which one is best for your specific needs. I'm gonna make a whole list and give you categories and stuff. I care about you, the general consumer, because I paid for this with my own money. I didn't get sent none. But if you do want to send me something, GameSir, I am a big fan of your products. I love them. Like, I don't know what I would do without them. I'd probably just go to PlayStation or something. I don't know. All right, enough of this. We're gonna test this on PC, which is what I was playing it on before, but I got this again so I could use it on Xbox. So we're gonna do an Xbox test and we're gonna do a PC test. Let's go. All right, y'all. Before we get started here on the Xbox, first up, we're gonna be installing the GameSir Nexus add. This is how you configure your controller to hopefully, por favor, make sure you get the dead zones right. So here are the options that I got so far. I'm pretty sure these are the best ones from what I've seen online. The triggers, just put the dead zone on 1, and then that's 0. Leave that. Put the hair trigger on adaptive mode, and then put the thing on 0. I think it comes on 0 by default. Yeah, but yeah, do that for both triggers. The sticks. This is the most important part. Make sure you pay attention here. 0 dead zone. 0 anti-dead zone, whatever. Curve, we're gonna keep that straight. And stick trajectory, it comes on circle. We're gonna move that to the raw input. Same thing for the other side. 0 0 straight on our raw, because that's how we like it.
Stop it.
And then the paddles, you can map that to wherever you want. I got them on A and B. Rest of that we just leave, and then we go into our game. So recently, like I said, the main reason I got this controller again is so I could use it on World War II. Hopefully this software overrides whatever freaking Xbox's system is using to give me a 55% dead zone so I can't move my stick. It's on the border making me crash out. So, but if I would give me something, please. Feel like a lightning bolt with Hall effect sticks. Oh no. Oh no. I'm moving this stick and it's not moving. Like, I'm moving it like this, but on a more minor scale, and it just stops. Like, oh my god, no! No!
No! How could they do this to me? No!
Dude, is the only way you could change the dead zone on Xbox console is to buy their freaking Elite controller? Then what's the point of having this software? Oh my god. Huh, I gotta show y'all this. Alright, so I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. I put a control freak on here just to make it more exaggerated so you could see it. But as you can see, like, look. You see how much I'm moving it, right? Like, that's not a little bit, that's a lot of it. That's a whole bunch of controller movement. But look at the game. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. This is unplayable. Come on, bro. Oh my god. I mean, I think it's better than the default, but then you still got the problems that Hall Effect has naturally, but now it's compounded because of the natural dead zone that Xbox console has. So now I'm just confused. So basically, if you just don't snap onto your target, you're kind of cooked. And I played this game on PlayStation. I got to like level Master Prestige 400. My KD is through the roof and all that. And then I come out here and I play like an absolute bot. Y'all want to see? I'm gonna show you. The game looks great, I'll tell you that. I got a new Samsung monitor. It's 4K, 144 hertz. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I got like full HDR, 4K, 120, all that going on. Oh my god. See, like, look. Minor adjustments. Look. Oh my god. Y'all know I have a straight shot. Like, what is that? And it's weird because not all games are the same. Some games it feels like it's better, but it's really not. Control. You're just getting lucky. And then some other games you're just like, what am I playing? Closing with bacon. You know what I'm saying? Some games it feels alright, but it's still not what you think it is, and that's the main problem. But the problem is it's not a game like every Call of Duty game. I think starting from 2019, it lets you adjust the dead zones, which completely change. It takes a little bit too long to kill everyone, and if they're not missing two, then you're just cooked. There he is. See you later, buddy. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm disappointed. The whole point of me even playing on Xbox is so I can play these older games. And it's like it's such a chore to do it because micro adjustments are not possible. They're always so jittery and not smooth. It just makes it difficult. Baker, lock down. Especially from someone that comes from playing on PC, it really messes with your mental aim. Or how it feels to aim, like your muscle memory. And it's weird because PlayStation didn't have this problem, and I'm someone that naturally prefers Xbox. I haven't daily to Xbox in like 8 years or so, but nonetheless, like I promise you, I was snapping on people. I do want to preface though that this is more or less a Xbox console issue, like how the software interprets the signal from, I don't know, man. I thought the GameSir Nexus little software would fix it or override it, but I guess not. From what I see, at least the only way to get past this stupid dead zone issue is to use official Xbox Elite controllers, Series 2, Series 1, whatever. Which I don't mess with it, man. Like, why do I gotta use a controller like that, man? Like, come on, dude. I think it all changes once you hit Modern Warfare 2019. I'm pretty sure that's the case because starting in this game, I know for a fact you could change your input dead zone, so I'm gonna check that on here. With the normal Xbox controller, it feels fine as is. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I still feel like there's like a little dead zone or something somewhere. And it's crazy because if you connect a regular Xbox controller to a PC and play through that, it feels pretty good. But when you play on the Xbox console, it changes. That's why I'm making sure that we include 2 parts in this video where I show Xbox compared to PC. Alright, this game got lucky. It didn't have firing range that I can test it out on. So now let's see. Come on. Okay. Alright, it's fine. It's fine on here. It's fine. Okay, now it feels like I'm playing on like a PC or something.
I'm with you. Reloading.
I just want to show you all my settings that I'm using. It's literally on 1. I think I'm gonna just put them on 0. And then 5, 6, and I'm also on dynamic. So those are the control settings. Now I feel even more responsive. Like, this is the most responsive it'll feel. Oh yeah. Those little movements, they actually you could actually feel them now. I've been running around for a minute. I can't find nobody. All right, I'm gonna take my little quick video and show y'all that there is a dead zone difference. You asshole! The second I stop looking, then someone pops up. Hold on, bro. Hold on, wait. Get out of here, buddy. Here we go. Same thing again. Oh, here we go. Same thing again. Even like the slightest movements, you can see it's moving. Look, slight moving down, slight move down, slight move up, slight move. Like, this is how it's supposed to be for every game, Xbox. I don't know. But that's the Xbox portion done. Sadly, any game that is, or any Call of Duty at least, that is older than Modern Warfare 2019, or doesn't have dead zone settings, period, you're out of luck. And that really sucks, because this is the main reason I bought it, so I could play this, I could play Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, because they have the problems too. But for some reason, World War II seems super exaggerated. I have no idea why. But yeah, man. Well, that's the Xbox portion down. Let's move on to the PC. Alright, here we are on my PC. Y'all know the drill. It goes like this. We'll full screen this so you guys can get the clear picture. Click. It's literally the same settings. It's on 1, 0. This is for the triggers. Put that on 0. I don't know what's that noise, but sticks 0, 0. Line raw. Keep it raw. If you don't have it on raw, again, it's not gonna feel right. If you have it on circle, it just doesn't feel correct. Same thing for both sticks. Buttons, personal preference, is the same thing like it's always been. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, this is definitely not Xbox right here. What the? Oh hell! I gotta swap the. I was trying to aim in. Oh my god. What? Down my century, goddammit. Just video games in general. I focus on other things, but I'm back now. The G7 Pro is coming out soon! The G7 Pro is coming out soon, and I'm very looking forward to it. TMR stick is basically the Cyclone 2, but it'll work on Xbox, and it has extra blocking bumpers on the top, so it'll make it more fun. And I don't know, man, I have some hope. Oh wow. I have some hope that that controller would work good on Xbox. I'm not talking else right now. I have some hope that it'll work on Xbox, but I'm not gonna hold my breath on it. Excuse me. Yeah, see, like right there, little precision or little minor adjustments, I have a hard time doing it. Lost, but I won in my heart because I could shoot straight. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty usable on PC and newer Call of Duties on Xbox. But I'm just gonna break it down to you guys like this: is it worth it in 2025 for Xbox and or PC? We're gonna use the power of an iPad. Alright, now I'm recording my iPad. I'm just gonna break it down to you guys like this. If you want it for older Call of Duty games, this is unfortunately a no. And I say that because I thought the GameSir Nexus software would completely override whatever doo-doo-ness that Xbox has in their software, but I guess that's only locked to Xbox Elite controllers. I did have an Elite for a short amount of time, but you could tell it start to break down, and I don't even use it anymore. Like it's a waste of space, waste of plastic. Like those controllers cost so much just to do the bare minimum is very disappointing. I heard the newer Xbox Elite Core controllers are built a little better, but those don't come with paddles, so I'm just confused on who they're trying to please with that. But for anything MW 2019 newer, I'd say hell yeah. I'd say possibly, and I say possibly because the G7 Pro is coming up, and at this point, it's just down to your price range and how much you actually want to play. If you are the type of player that is very serious about their gameplay and you play ranked play a lot and you're just competitive and you need your controller to work 100% the way you input it, I would say, dude, you have to get an Elite controller because even the GameSir, I don't have the G7 Pro yet. I bought it and it's still coming in the mail. But that will work on Xbox and that has TMR sticks. But this is just wishful thinking. I hope it could override it. But if the GameSir G7SE doesn't, I don't even know what to say. It's still better than a default controller though, which is why I gave it a check mark. And it's cheaper than a default controller. I think I bought the G7SE for $45 and you could actually catch it often on sale for probably like $40. And these new controllers are like $60 or newer, the default Xbox style controllers. If you're using it for anything other than competitive shooters, then I'd say 100% get it. I'll give it a green check mark. But if you are trying to use it for competitive play, I'd say go for it just because of the price. But if not, I would actually prefer if you got the G7 Pro. The G7 Pro is $80 compared to $45. So at that point, it's up to you. But if I had to choose between the two, considering that $80 for a Pro style controller isn't as much as a scuff controller that could easily be 150 plus. At the end of the day, you're comparing two extra buttons on the top and TMR versus Hall Effect, and I take TMR over Hall Effect every day. As you can see, Hall Effect is very usable on PC and newer Call of Duties on Xbox, but I wouldn't daily it myself. Next up is PC. Straight up, now you could compare the Cyclone. On PC, you could compare the Cyclone to the G7 Pro and the G7SE. In my opinion, if you have at least $80, which will cover the G7 Pro, the pecking order would be like this: G7 Pro 1, this is 2, and then G7SE is 3. And I say this because these two controllers are basically the same, except this one here, the G7 Pro, has two extra top buttons next to the shoulder buttons and the triggers, and it's TMR sticks that will work on Xbox. And so far, this is the only Xbox controller that will work with TMR. So that's just a plus. So that's a plus if you're a multi-platform gamer. But if you are not a multi-platform gamer and you don't care about the extra two top buttons that you get, I'd say the Cyclone 2 being $55. Actually, let me put that here. If you don't care about the shoulder buttons and the Xbox compatibility, then I'd say go for the Cyclone 2. Like, that one is the best bet for you. But if you are a multi-platform gamer like me, you play on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and all that, I don't think it'll work with Switch. Actually, I think it might work with Switch, but I don't know. I have to test it. Then I'd say you get this one right here, the G7 Pro. It has TMR sticks, and that just puts it above everything else in terms of like the Fly Digis, the Easy SMXs, the Scuffs, the Battle Beavers. Like, the TMR sticks on the Cyclone 2 are amazing, and I know they're going to be absolutely awesome on the G7 Pro as well. And I can't wait to get my hands on it in just a couple more days. And now, Who would consider the G7SE here? I have it third. It works on Xbox, it works on PC, but why do I have it last? And that's because it's the Hall effect sticks, man. The Hall effect sticks and the fact that there's no trigger locks. These two up here have trigger locks, but the G7EC doesn't. It has a software base, but that doesn't exactly mimic how it would feel if you had actual true trigger lock systems. But what separates it from the top two is obviously the price. If you just care about Xbox only, and you're playing the newer Call of Duties, as you can see here, then I'd say hell yeah, go for it. 45 bucks. But the only options you have if you're an Xbox gamer are the G7 Pro and the G7SE. So it's really up to you how much you want to spend. If you could save up a little bit more money, if you're just saving up for it, go for the G7 Pro. But if not, I feel like the G7SE is still a good budget controller, but I think it has officially been dethroned as the king budget controller in terms of like the best controller you could get, especially for the price. So bang, quick overview. If you're an Xbox player and you want to remove the delay, I just have no answers for you. You gotta use the Elite controller. If you're playing NW 2019 or newer or any other games, the G7SE is a good buy. But if you can, get the G7 Pro. If you're on PC and you only play on PC, that's the only thing you care about, and you don't mind giving up the 2 extra top bumpers on the top, then go for the Cyclone 2, man. It's $25 less than the G7 Pro, and that extra premium you're paying is probably just so it works on Xbox. Microsoft want their little Microsoft tax. But if you are a multi-platform gamer, I think this is the new king right here, G7 Pro. I'm gonna make a video on that as soon as I get it. But from the reviews I saw, they didn't go into as much depth as I would personally, which is why I can't wait to get my hands on it so I could do it myself. But from what I see and from what I hear, the G7 Pro seems like it's the best bet. But if you're more budget conscious or you just don't care as much, the G7SE is still a great budget option, and it is probably worth it to most people, especially in 2025, even though the G7 Pro is available on the market. With that said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope y'all understood what I said and everything I said. I know I can ramble on a bit, but I just wanted to show the difficulties of being a controller gamer nowadays, man. You got so many options, but you got options where this one fits this situation. This controller has this feature, but this controller has that feature, but it doesn't have this other feature. I just want a controller that could do everything, man. And it looks like our prayers have been answered. But if you're more budget conscious, you still have other options as well. Anyways, if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments down below. I'll reply to them as soon as I can. Let's get a discussion going down there. Put your opinions down there. With that said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one.